So we just got the first test run outside, and still not extremely happy, but I think I have all 6 cylinders now. Still got a little bit more to do. We're still tying our holes for our seat belts. We still got to get a ratchet strap to go around the driver. We still have all this stuff. I found a whole bunch of sockets that just started falling all over the place. We got to basically do a lot more work to this. But what we're going to be doing now, like, she's got a little bit of power. It wasn't too much. I don't want to be too loud for my neighbors. Look at how clean this body is, guys. This is one of those super, super clean Canadian bodies. But what we're going to be doing now is starting the loader up, picking up the axle. We're going to be putting the axle on the back, welding the gears. That way we have a spare axle for the demolition derby. We're going to start loading some parts into this thing, and then hopefully tomorrow we can get it loaded on the trailer. I do have a list, but let's get a whole bunch of stuff done because it is cold out here, and then we will see what's left to do on this. Well, guys, after a little bit of thinking, I thought I pretty much got 9 minutes until I have to leave for work. There's no sense to bring this thing back in the garage today. So we're going to cover this thing up so it can stay outside overnight without getting too much water in it, and then go from there. But there's still a very small checklist of stuff that we have to do to this thing tomorrow. Oil, ATF, coolant, 9-wire. There's lots of stuff. Tighten up the shifter, adjust the shifter, because I still don't have reverse 100%, so I'd like to get reverse 100%. Put a different battery in it, get my covers, that kind of thing, weld up that rear diff. But it's only 2 days until the demolition derby, and Steven is registered for the junk rumble, and Steven works midnights. So that means that he's awake and out here when I'm not. So he's just waking up as I'm leaving for work. So I figured instead of letting him work outside in the rain and the coldness and the dark, why not give Steven the shop? So we brought Steven's Envoy into here, and I built some tires for him. So that's one step done. He's still got a lot to do to this thing, though. Like, when I say he's got a lot to do to it, he's got a lot to do to it. So what we're going to do is we're going to set Steven up the best as we can for his build, and we're going to check on him tomorrow when he's asleep, but I'm awake, because I work afternoons, he works midnights, and my girlfriend works days. So we work all completely different shifts. So if you guys remember, this is my mini meltdown bumper from 2023. Steven has now put it on the front of his Envoy. So, you know what, guys, we reuse a lot of things here, and I think that it's pretty good to get this thing back in here. Well, to get the bumper on another vehicle. So, look at the difference compared from the Envoy frame. Look how nice and clean and black that is. To my Avalanche frame at the exact same spot. It's kind of been cleaned up from all the rust, but like, yeah, that's not a very nice looking frame in there. But we'll have to check in with you guys tomorrow. I'm going to make a list at work just to go through this thing and change up some things. So let's get her covered up for the night, and then we're going to head to work. Well, Steven's a little far behind. I built his front tires for him and got him on there. And I just built him rims last night. So these are just regular Camry rims with 6-bolt weld-in centers with, excuse me, 25-inch old used V-treads on them because it's just cheap rims. I was going to bolt them on for him, but I have no idea where he put the lug nuts. So I tried. Steven doesn't know if he's going to make it, and it's stressing me out that he's not going to make it. The Derby is tomorrow morning. We have to leave here by 8 a.m. It is noon on Friday. And this is the state that Steven's truck is in. Let's get this thing down. These tires do look pretty sweet, though. Oh, they just fell off because I don't have any lug nuts, Steven. So he's got his cage in here. He's got my NG Customs cage is put in. NG Customs cage is put in. I got the gas tank and the gas tank holder, not protector, into it. And he's still got an airbag, but Still lots to be done to this thing, that's for sure. Like, you can come on over here. And he's just got vice grips holding the battery connections on. So, like, he's still got to do a lot of work to this thing, guys. A lot of work. But, yeah, Steven's car is here. It's getting ready to go. He's got the tires done. He says the motor runs now. I think there's still a lot more to be done to it, though. But who knows? But that's this thing. Let's go take a look at my Avalanche, and I will show you what it looks like at mine. So we have my Avalanche here. We got it loaded. We got everything in the back of it that we need. We still have a lot more work to do to it, but it's loaded. I don't know, guys. I'm starting to feel super stressed about this demolition derby. I think there's a lot of work that still needs to be done. I don't think I'm ready for it. I think if I had another week, I would have been in much better shape. But I'm going to play the old "it is what it is" card, because guess what? It is what it is. And I don't know, this is going to be my first truck that I actually drive that is a full-size truck. I drove a Dakota, but this is going to be my very first actual truck. So we're going to be towing it there with the bus, and hopefully Steven can join us. So I do have a whole front spare frame I'm bringing. I got a spare rear axle, which is up there with the diff welded. I've got trailing arms right here, just in case I break any of the trailing arms. And then if you come back here, this is the trailer that Steven's taken, but his trailer doesn't really tilt. So I jammed a whole front frame section at the front of Steven's trailer. Because if I need any parts, Roy, Josh, Chris, Nathan, we're all bringing pretty much the exact same truck. So if we need uppers and lowers or spindles, we got everything that we need right here. Steering, tie rods, everything is right here. So we'll just leave this up here like this and slowly pick the parts off that we need. You know, I'm only bringing the best. Look at that ball joint. Only the best parts I'm bringing. So, falling behind, that's for sure. But hopefully we can make it. Steven, I think, is going to make it. I freaking hope he makes it. But we'll have to see tomorrow at the demolition derby if he makes it or not. So thanks for watching, guys. It's been pretty stressful the last couple days getting these things ready. And obviously, it's the day before the derby and Steven's thing isn't even ready. And to be honest, I feel like mine isn't even ready. I made a list, but I know I'm forgetting stuff. Like tools, I can't pack any tools. Spare parts, I got half them picked. I pulled all the transmission oil out of the Sonic and threw it in. GoPros, I put all the water in there. Walkie-talkies, the front end. Like, I feel like my list is done. Just a whole lot of stuff to do. Booster pack, I'm going to pack this right now. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you back here later on Zach's Workshop.